You really want me to say something else? You really feel like I can add to whatever you just... Wasn't that enough? You want me to say something? I don't know what else to say anymore. Yankees are crap. They just got swept by the Angels. The Angels were under 500 before this series. They are now over 500. Yankees are now 9 games out of the American League East lead. They are now 3.5 back of the wild card. They scored 7 runs in this series. The Angels scored 7 runs today. Carlos Rodon can't pitch for the Yankees, it looks like. Maybe that back is still hurting him. He's got a 7.36 ERA. He's blowing kisses to the crowd. Dude, you suck, all right? Maybe we should kiss you goodbye if you keep pitching like this. I can already tell I feel like this guy's not going to be able to handle New York well. I can just already guess, and I can already tell he's not going to be the kind of guy that handles New York well. Peraza 0 for 4 today. Nice to see Giancarlo get a hit. Franchi Cordero was the only one that really showed anything on offense. Gleyber Torres is the only guy on this team in the starting lineup today that is batting over 250. You can count IKF in there too. Gleyber and IKF, that's our best hitters right now. Gleyber and IKF. Just want to point out how pathetic that is. You notice that Ohtani got walked, 4 times today? After Boone refused to intentionally walk him a couple nights ago? Just be consistent, Aaron. That's all we're asking. Be consistent with it. If you want to let your pitchers pitch every time to Ohtani, fine. But what's with the inconsistency? The one time you decide not to pitch to him, of course he gives up the home run. Is late in game like that? So many bad moments, so many bad plays. It feels like Yankee fans have had enough. It feels like talking Yanks, John Boy and Jake. It feels like they've started to have enough. It feels like they're really pissed off with this team and Boone and the stupid things that he does. Yankees all struck out in a scoreless first after Gleyber got on base. 3 strikeouts in the first. Then the Taylor Ward home runs hits, and you know that was over. You have Frenchie being terrible on the base pass on the top of the second. This guy just needs to hit. Every time he hits, they should immediately pull him out of the game. That's all he can do. First time the Yankees have been swept by the Angels since July of 2009. It's wonderful. Oh, and Harrison Bader's out, because of course he is. Chase Silseth came in tonight with a 5.3 ERA and had a career-high 10 strikeouts. Yankees had the bases loaded there in the top of the 6th. Bases loaded, 2 outs, Peraza up, strike 3. Game over. $11 walks for Yankee pitchers tonight. 11. Can't even try to be that bad if you want to. Tommy Kahnle's finally given up runs in each of his last 3 appearances. He went 16 scoreless outings to start the season. Now he's given up runs in each of his last 3. And he was the only guy after the game that showed any bit of anger after the game. Showed anger on the bench. I like that. I like seeing that from Tommy. At least somebody on this team is showing a little anger. A little energy. Look, if you wanted to rant, I'm sorry. I've been, to quote Olivia Rodrigo, the Yankees have been bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. And I have nothing left. I have no energy left. I have nothing to get angry about. Again, Monday, that was it. I reached my maximum anger on Monday. And I've got nothing left really. Now, if they get swept by the Royals at home, there might be another rant coming. And yeah, I know the Royals are 40 games under 500. But would you really be shocked if the Royals won 2 out of 3? Would you really be stunned? You wouldn't. You know you wouldn't. Would you be shocked if the Royals swept the Yankees? You would not. And that is the problem right now. There are teams that are far worse than the Yankees, it seems like, but the Yankees keep playing down to them. 1-5 after the break. 1-5. And by the time Judge gets back, this team will already be so far down in the hole that there will be nothing that can happen that will... He will only be able to do so much, and the Yankees will still lose in the playoffs. Or not even make the playoffs. That's what's going to happen. This is I don't know what else to say anymore. I really don't. I'm sorry if you guys wanted to rant, but when you've been watching this for this long and you've been watching this crap over and over and you're watching the terrible base running mistakes and the terrible decisions that Boone makes and some of the just horrendous moments that this team has, some of the terrible errors or the walks, getting thrown out at the bases, the little league mistakes, after a while you just become numb to it. That's what I am right now. I am numb to this team. I'm numb to this awfulness. I'm numb to them being last place in the division. I'm numb to this being the most disappointing Yankee season in at least 15 years. Not since 2008 have I been this disgusted by a Yankee team. There's teams years we haven't made the playoffs. But people were expecting this to be a World Series contender. And they have been far from it. And yes, I know Judge has been out. But you can't tell me that Judge out was meant that this team would have to be this bad. This is on partially Boone, being a bad manager, not being able to motivate his guys. And much more, Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner not fixing any of the problems that we had asked for them to address in the offseason. And as the season continues to dwindle away, them not doing anything about it. The only thing they did was get rid of Dylan Lawson. And that was a great move, guys. Man, Sean Casey has really stepped up for us. Man, the Yankees have been hitting so well since he's come in. What a mess. What a disaster. There's no heart to this team right now. There's zero passion. Terrible, terrible mistakes this team makes on a daily basis. And it just makes you sit there and wonder what is going to be rock bottom. I thought we hit rock bottom, and yet somehow we keep digging. I pray this is rock bottom. But with all the terrible energy this team has, with the non-existent offense, it doesn't look like there's any trades on the horizon this team's gonna make that can fix this mess. With all of this, and when we still don't know when Judge is gonna come back, what is rock bottom gonna be? I and every Yankee fan should be absolutely terrified at the thought of what rock bottom is gonna be, because I think we've reached it, but I thought we already reached it, and now it looks like it is going to maybe possibly dig even lower. I hope not. I pray not. My heart might not be able to take it. But I would not be shocked if that happened. Because this Yankee team keeps surprising us in how awful they are. See you guys Friday.